to start with this great interview, just leave some minutes for everybody to come in, that everybody has gotten the message to tune into this interview, and Mahima and I are going to get ready in the meantime. So, are you watching us? Where are you watching us from? Please write us a quick comment and say hello from wherever you're watching this. See you in some seconds. So hello everybody to this great interview on the 2nd of February 2022. Four times a two. And you know what? I just love to always look to these special indicators sometimes when there is a special day, because the day is going to be special if you make it special and you say, well, this is going to be a special day because the numbering is so cool. And you know what? Sometimes it's a nice coincidence that really special things happen on these days, or maybe it's not a coincidence. Maybe it's not a coincidence, because I have shared that I'm going to do this interview today with, one of my greatest interview guests that I ever had. And I was so pleased about it. And I looked a little bit back. This interview was exactly, 6.5 years ago, on the 9th of September. So we had the 9/9/2015. So I just think it's a nice coincidence to have like from 9/9 to 2/2 today. And I am not speaking much more longer because you're waiting here in Zurich. I see where you are coming, where you're watching this in Geneva, Switzerland, in Milano, in all over. Wonderful. And let me just welcome the guest today, Mahima.
Hello. Hi,
Hello.
beautiful people. And the amazing Daniel. What a pleasure and delight to be here with you all. I'm just thrilled and excited. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you too. And look, I have just collected this old picture. I took the liberty to just take this picture. And this is from us some years ago. Think about that. What has changed so far? What have we done, Mahima? You have been so incredibly successful, so busy as well. And what has changed definitely is that today we are doing an interview like this. We don't need a big studio anymore. So we are on our own studios here. Isn't this amazing?
It is amazing. The world has changed so much since that moment. I've grown like crazy. My company has grown like crazy. It's just been a wild ride since we last spoke, Daniel. And I'm just thrilled that we have this opportunity to share again.
And I'm so incredibly grateful to have the opportunity also that we are still in touch, that we are connected, and also the possibility to see to see where you're at and talk to you about where we are moving on even, and what life has to give for us if we are just having the right mindset. And you know, when I reflected about our first interview and when I met you, I just told you this interview was really one of the best interviews I ever had during my time there at this financial TV station. not only because the subject was different. We always had to talk, of course, about finances and about um, and like and about money and how money is made. But of course, this is not the only thing that is turning the world, or you could even say from today's point of view, yeah, if you have the right mindset, the right money mindset, you can create money. But that was not so clear for me at that time. And so therefore I love that we bring it all together. And that time you really used the word mindset, I think, and I heard it for the first time. And the way you made the interview, you were so spot on. I was just impressed about of your energy and yeah, everything. I just hear that some people say we have a little echo. I also noted this. So this is why I will always put myself on mute when Mahima is talking, and we will leave a little pause. And now, Mahima, is your time to also say hello to all the guests, and I am muting myself.
Good. I'm also going to mute myself in between. I noticed it did improve the quality sound also for me when you were speaking. So we just got to go back and forth with this mute and just remind each other if we forget to mute. You know how you get enthusiastic and you start talking? just tap the mic, then I'll see that. Okay. So yes. Thank you so much, Daniel, for just honoring that last time we met and what that meant for you and for me as well. It was a great opportunity, and I loved being in that big studio. It was a lot of fun as well. And, I've now built my own home studio from where I launch all of my activities that, it's fantastic. You can speak to anyone, anywhere in the world, right? So this message can go so much further now that we've all been I don't want to use the word forced, but invited to the online world, right? Invited to embrace it and to dive in and learn about it, and we're still definitely on our way to improve our online presence and to get more things happening online. But I do think it's a great opportunity because we can reach so much more people. So, guys, tell us how the sound is. Is it has it improved at all? Let us know.
Can you hear me now? So yes, I was just saying that uh, it much better. Okay, so then we can move on like this. Thanks so much for your feedback out there. Yeah, so my domain is the how you can do these live videos in a high professional way. Video, of course, sound has to match together. Sometimes not everything is perfect, but that's the nice thing about being live, because also people can see how you really are as a person and how, yeah, you manage these things, of course. And the nice thing about live video is also you really see if somebody is on fire. There is not an image video where you have like everything prepared for and you have edited it together that it finally works. You really see if somebody is real. And I think this is such an additional value that you get from these tools today.
Absolutely, that is a very good point. Yes, there's no editing out anything. It's all real, raw and real.
Absolutely. And now I'm putting yourself on mute again. I have a question to you. Since this is, of course, my domain, I think probably we can say I am the tech expert here. You are the mindset expert. So let me just ask you about the tech and the video, as of course I'm also streaming about this subject especially. So what advice would you actually give somebody who is looking to reach out and who wants to make their talent and their ideas known in the world, but they are afraid, or they are saying, okay, no, I'm not good enough right now. So I still have to work on my proposal. I still have to work on my positioning. I don't know. So what should we do then? Or do you see this thing in with your clients as well, this hesitation?
Absolutely, absolutely. I do see this with my clients, and there's so many ways I could answer this question, but I want to start with teach what you know. Teach what you know. Yeah, there are so many people that are not going in that way of I call it an integral way of sharing your wisdom, right? So let's say I said, look, I'm gonna teach you how to make money with your business, right? Now I need to have made money with my business, with my online business, right? In order to be able to teach you how to make money with your online business, it would make sense that I'm in integrity with, I've done this, I've, made whatever it is, 500,000 with my online business, right? And now I'm going to teach you to do the same thing, right? So stick with your talent, stick with what you know. So and when you do that, it gives you a confidence. Yes, you're teaching from a place of wisdom and a place of integrity and sincerity, and then it's a lot easier to go over the ego mindset, gunky mindset stuff that wants to come in and interfere with what you're trying to do. Yeah. So just figure out what can I teach with confidence, because I know it. I know it. I've done it. I've learned it. I figured it out. Create a system. Create a system. We have our own Your Superstar formula. Yes, it's a 7-step system for me to teach people how to be peaceful, powerful, and joyful in the here and now. How to live with more presence in the here and now. Yes, how to get clarity about their vision, their mission. I use a formula. And I didn't know any of this stuff about formulas and all of that until I learned that from my teacher, right? So it makes it so much easier for you to teach when you have a system. Yes. So that's how we get results for our clients. We have a specific system. So that's what I would advise. Just stick with what you know and start making, be simple. You don't need to come and, make a big grand studio, right? My studio's pretty developed. I can show a whiteboard. I can play music. I can show you keynotes. I can do a whole lot of things. You don't need that. Yes, start simple. Start simple. Start with your, laptop. Get some lighting, right? That's important. And just start where you are, because a lot of us compare ourselves with other people, right? So we want to start where they started. I didn't start here. I started somewhere else and developed myself to where I am today. And you've got to be willing to go through that development process. Start simple with what you can do today. So you don't have to make excuses like, I need a big studio. No, you don't. You need your laptop and you need some light and you need maybe a good microphone, right? So that people can hear you clearly. So keep it simple and get started with what you know.
Yeah, and an additional keyword for that might be your purpose. If you're really hot on what you're about, what you're doing, and you really see that this is something that has to reach out, even if it's not perfect, so you're willing to find the bridge to get this thing over, even if it's not the best quality. But certainly I think the technical quality can help and gives you also confidence if you have the right lighting, the right camera set, and the nice background that makes you feel okay about what you want to tell. And
That's yeah, yes, 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 yes. Talking about purpose, that is the thing that overcomes the fear of putting yourself out there the most, is once you take the time to really listen. What is it that I really want to do with my life, right? Most of us see earning money as a means to an end. Like, I need to pay my rent. I need to send my kids to school. I need to do this and that. So we relate to how we make money as a suck it up, just make the money and do whatever you need to do, right? A lot of us have been taught to think in that way, right? From the conditioning of our parents. I was taught to think in that way. I wasn't taught to think, what's your passion? What do you love? Yes, why don't do what you love? Let your money make money doing what you absolutely love. Yes. So that's how we start getting into what I call, genius, working from your genius, and becoming clear about what your mission is. That's what becomes purposeful, right? We all need to, most of us at least, need to work to create stability for ourselves, right? Financial stability. A lot of us need to work for that. Some people, they don't have that issue. But for most people, we need to figure out how to, make sure that we're not separating our work from our passion, right? How do these two things come together? So I find that when we are really aligned with our passion, it becomes so much easier to stay in radical action for what we say that we want.
And Mahima, how do we know what our real passion and purpose is? Because a lot of people might say, well, okay, so I don't even know anymore, so I feel strong about it, but how do I know if it really can be the tool and the key for the, well, magic step ahead?
Well, to that person who's listening to this who doesn't know their purpose, join me, because that's exactly what I do. Myself, my tribe, my trainings are all about finding your purpose, right? And you could say, yeah, but I want to do that on my own. Like, there's just certain things which can't be done on your own. Yes, it's like if somebody wants to train to go to the Olympics. Okay, they're going to need a coach, preferably a coach who's already trained someone to go to the Olympics and who's very good at training people to go somewhere. This is if you want to be efficient. You don't want to waste time. Yes, purpose is very important. We don't know how long we have in this body. It could be, you could have 5 years, you could have 10 years, you could have 20 years. Nobody knows. Okay, so you don't have time to waste. If you feel like you're living without purpose, then you need to find a fast way to figure out what your purpose is. Yes. And so I highly recommend that you find somebody, yeah, that you resonate with. If it's not me, then find someone else, right? That is going to help you figure this thing out. It's one of the most important things that you can do for yourself, to advance yourself and to really enjoy life, right? A lot of time is spent at work for those of you who work, right? Whether work is having your own company, or whether it's working for a great company, or however you see work. So it is important to make sure that you invest time, effort, and energy to make sure that your work is your passion and it's of purpose.
Can you describe, like, the stages how your, well, your tribe members find their purpose and how they then realize it, and then also create a long lasting change, because we are talking here about a real life change, right?
Yes, we are, Daniel. We're talking about, questioning, am I on the right path? And if the answer is no, then the willingness to find the right path, right? As opposed to keep walking in the wrong direction. If you know you love the beach and you want to go to the beach, then you don't want to keep walking towards the mountains, right? Like, that's like, you want to say, no, I don't want to end up in the mountains because I love the beach. So you want to make sure that you're walking in the direction of the vision you have, the goals you have, the things you want to achieve, right? So how do our students come into this? So what happens is we first start with, and I'm going to share the formula, right? The first step is self-love. Yes? So self-love is the ability to love yourself enough to be honest with yourself about what's really going on in your life. Yeah? Because if you're unhappy, but you're faking happiness, everything's fine, I'm fine, it's all fine, right? How can anything change, right? So one has to be willing to lovingly and gently say, I'm not happy with things as they are right now. I need change. I need things to change. I'm not happy with my job. I don't feel purposeful. I don't feel like I'm waking up every day going, yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited about what I get to contribute today. I'm excited about the creativity I can bring into my world of work, right? So it's very important to have that ability to just be brutally honest with yourself, right? And I call that self-love. And once you've got the self-love locked in, you can start listening. You can start truly listening, not to your head, but to your heart, right? And self-love is a deep topic we could try to unpack, on this call. But ultimately, it's about feeling peaceful, powerful, and joyful in the now. Yes, self-love is knowing you came into this world with nothing and you're going to leave with nothing. So what really matters, if you think of the world in this way, this world, this is a dream. We're living in a dream called life. You could, Daniel, wake up from this dream any second, and that waking up means death. Let's be frank, that's what it means. Okay? So self-love is starting to live in reality. Yeah, which is the only thing that is real and true is this moment. This moment. Yes? And in this moment is where change happens. It doesn't happen in the past, it doesn't happen in the future. You want to change anything in your life, you need to come into the present moment. And you need to be willing to say, I want to change this. I want to find out what my true calling is. I know this is not it. I'm in this job right now, and I know this isn't it. Yeah. And there's got to be a willingness to own that fully and not say, I know it's not it, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, well, I'm relatively happy. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not my passion, but it's not that bad. As long as you live there, you can't change anything, right? So self-love is loving yourself enough to say, I deserve an extraordinary life. I deserve a life of success, passion, joy, ecstasy, bliss, all of the things that I'm going to give to myself, because this is not just going to happen. Yeah. Peace, ecstasy, bliss, joy, passion. It's not going to just happen. It's intentional. Yes. You create a better life because you make a decision. This isn't good enough. Yes. And from that decision, you find the right people to support you to have breakthroughs, insights, so that you can go rapidly into your new direction, right? So our students come on the campus because they've had the courage to say, I'm not where I want to be. I'm 35 years old. I'm 32 years old. And I'm not even close to my passion. I'm walking in an opposite direction. Is my life okay? Yes, it's okay. Do I want an okay life? No, I want an extraordinary life. So that's how they even come to be a student, because they are willing to admit to themselves that it's just not good enough. Yeah, the direction they're walking isn't blissing them out, isn't their passion. So already just saying yes to letting us help them, they're already transforming. And then we ask powerful questions. We do work to allow people to let go of the fear of saying yes to what they truly want. Now, you know, that's a big one, because some of us, maybe you know this too, that Daniel, right? That your heart may be saying, do this, but your head's going, no way. Stay safe, stay secure, do what you know. So then we need to do the work and process of letting go of the ego, the head, listening to the head, which is always going to keep you on the known path, even if it's the wrong path. So we do a process of letting go of really saying, yes, I want to go on this new path, right? And for some people, that could mean, like, let me give an example of one student. So she was working in a bank. She's been working in a bank her whole adult life. Right? No, not her whole adult life, but at least for the last 20 years, she was working in the bank, right? And she was clear for years already, before she even met me, that this whole bank thing was, she was so over it. Yeah, it wasn't giving her joy. It wasn't giving her pleasure, but she had no clue how to get out of it. Came on our campus, started doing the course, the different steps that we give people in order for them to start hearing and listening to understand what their true calling is. And then she felt that she's always been, even in the bank, really leading her team and people to better results, to feel better about what's going on. So she understood that what she really wants to do is coach and mentor people. Yes, help people to feel more awakened, passionate about what they do. And so she allowed herself to let go of that 9 to 5 security job and started an entrepreneurial journey to her real calling, which is to support people. And now she's happier than she's ever been. She's on a new path, right? She's doing what she loves doing. She's creating her entrepreneurial journey. And so that's like a perfect example of how we help people, right? We help them let go of the old so that they can embrace the new.
That sounds so exciting. And of course, also the idea is to have the Northern Star in a way, your big goal, your purpose, but then also to get this stones out of the way, this sand in the machine that is slowing you down. And I think that is probably the thing that most people are failing when they look for a real life change, because it's so hard to do, right?
Are, and they can tell us how to get there, right? So it's like if you're trying to navigate a treacherous path in the mountains, wouldn't you rather be with a guide that has been on that path many times and can guide you, rather than be on that treacherous path on your own? The chances of failing is much higher on that path by yourself than when you have a professional guide that can say, put your foot there, put your foot here, let's do this, make sure you anchor down here, right? So, this is the best way to have success. Find the right tribe, find the right coach, find somebody who can help you get to where you want to go. If you want to move faster, right? And have success. Yes, because mostly, if you show up and use a system, it's going to work. I see some questions popping
Yeah,
off there.
absolutely. Hey, and sorry, there was a temporary glitch on my end, so I totally apologize. So we have so many great comments here. Here, Facebook users, I have found my purpose. However, I realize that I'm afraid to go live or become visible on social media. I'm afraid about what others say. What can I do? What would you say, Mahima?
Okay, so the fear of putting yourself out there, right? Is it's a deep rooted issue for many people, right? Fear of visibility. So you need to find a way to get started, right? You need to find a way to get started. And, again, I highly recommend you to find a community of people that can inspire you. Because that's the thing, when people coach with me, I'm not alone. I have a community. I've created a tribe. So you'll have other tribe members who will be, where you are now, but they're not there anymore. They've progressed. So you have the feedback loop. I call it tribe learning, right? Where you'll come into a community and then there'll be people who were where you are now, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, and they can share. This is what I did. Yeah. So this is how I got over this. This feedback loop of being inspired and seeing other people, being with other people who are trying to create the same thing as you, right? It's so important to have that. Yes, have people that are having success in what you want to succeed in. That's what's missing for you. Who's around you who's like you struggling, but then you see them 3 months later, they're somewhere else. They're on Facebook doing the thing that they were terrified of doing, a couple of months ago. So I highly recommend you. I'm sorry I don't see your name. It just says Facebook user. So sorry that I'm not addressing you by your name. Find a tribe, find a community of people that are trying to get out of the circumstances that they're in and go to a new place. Yes. So if you surround yourself with people that are stuck in fear, stuck in limited thinking, stuck in, oh, it's so hard, it's so difficult, oh, I'm so scared, and they're just talking about this all day long, how are you going to break free? You need people that are saying, yes, it's difficult. However, if you follow the steps, to this step one, this is step one. Can you do this? Can you get step one done? Yeah. Just do step one. Don't focus on the big picture. Focus on step one, right? Okay, you get step one done. It was scary, but yeah, I did it. Okay, now this is step two. Can you get step two done? That's what you need. You need a system that's going to help you go step by step by step. You need a community of people, like-minded people that are trying to create awesome in their life, that can help you to see your fears, to see your limitations, and support you to put them to the side and stay in radical action, right? And this is my secret. That, many people ask me, like, what's your secret to success, Mahima? It's the people I choose to have around me. It's who I choose to listen to. And nothing changed in my life until I changed the people that were around me, right? So when I was in situations where I was like, I'm not happy with what I'm creating, the biggest issue was that I didn't have people around me that were creating, the stuff that I wanted to be creating, so that I was inspired and motivated by their, success, and also having their support and help to hack my system so I wouldn't stay stuck in my limited thinking. Daniel, I don't hear you anymore.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
you.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
we're going to see just this comment here. I didn't want to leave you totally.
You're muted, Daniel. We don't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Now you're back.
okay. So, at least it's a good exercise what we are doing here, that you're really communicating with absolute, like, focus here, and you're doing your point, I am doing my point, we're also listening well. I like this, actually. Maybe I have to put this even more into the live videos. For sure, also what I can contribute is that if you are going live, it's like jumping into the water for the first time, and you want it to be perfect, like we want it to be perfect, but there is something with the sound, but okay, we are not letting this holding us back. So we are also willing to try this out, and the next time we are better. That is definitely something what I would say: try little steps and become better and better and more routine each time.
Absolutely. That's exactly it. Be willing to take the little steps. Yes, that's what creates success. Sometimes we're too busy on the bigger vision of where we're trying to go instead of just putting one foot in front of the other,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And here, this
And here,
Facebook
this Facebook
user,
user,
it's truly
it's truly
exciting. I
exciting.
am on
I am on
Mahima
Mahima
campus, so
campus,
we
so we
have here
have
a
here
real
a real
review.
review.
That's
Yes,
that's
put your
amazing.
name in there. Who is that? Who is there? I'm excited that you're with us. Thanks for joining us.
So nice.
So
And of
nice.
course,
And of
ask
course,
your
ask your
questions
questions
if
if
you
you
want
want
to
to
also
also.
or if you want to share your point of view. That is so much inspired here and inspiring for us as well. Yeah, I was thinking about the general conditions right now. We are after this long pandemic, and everybody has probably said that mindset is a big topic because people had time to look for their some topics what they were interested in. They were not feeling happy about their life, and yeah, so I also looked at it for the Google searches, and the Google searches for mindset have just risen up for the last 2 years. So now we seem to be a little bit at the end of this special time. Do you think that this is going to change again, though that mindset is going to drop again, and so it's people have time, they will just stick to their
Stick
own
to their own
old life
old life,
basically?
basically. Okay, so Marianne, nice that you're here. Thanks for joining us. Um, so, no, I think it's going to become more. I think we're just getting started. I think we haven't even scratched the surface of people really turning to mindset trainings. I think whatever we've experienced is just going to blow up even more, right? When people say we're coming to the end, I don't know if we're coming to the end or we're coming to the beginning. Yes, a new world, right? So if you're thinking that of going back like how things were, I don't think there's going back to how things were, because during this time people have discovered things about life, about work, about how to do business, right? That you wouldn't want to go back to certain things, right? So as you expand and we all expand our mindset, we will have taken on a new perspective on how we want to live, what's important to us. Yes. And I think this time has really been a time for reflection, to really say, I'm going to use the blunt terms that I sometimes like to use: cut the crap. This has been a time for that, right? We can't tell ourselves stories anymore about this, that, and the other. We've come face to face with our reality, right? And part of that is understanding who you are, right? How do you respond to crisis? I think we've all had an opportunity to learn a lot about ourselves during this, world crisis. Yeah. And you either found a way to thrive, or you just survived, or you crash and burned, right? So either way, it doesn't we all need to find our next level, right? So whether you felt you just survived, right? That's okay. You've learned something, and now you can start to figure out how to thrive, right? If you crash and burned, you get an opportunity to rebuild. Yeah, to rebuild a new, even more amazing life. Because I think out of the ashes comes the phoenix, right? And if you've been thriving, hey, awesome. Now you just get to figure out how to thrive even more. So, whichever of these three categories you find yourself in, the only question you need to be asking yourself is, what is my next level? Yeah. What is my next level? How do I get to the next level of success, of love, of joy, of passion? And as long as you can keep asking yourself that question, you are going to direct your attention to getting to that next level, right? So even myself, I've reached a very good level, but I'm always asking, what else can I do? Right? What else can I do? And just to share what I figured out my next level is I need to figure out how to make money while I'm sleeping. Yeah, that's my next level. Like, I know how to make money with my passion. I know how to work my butt off and make money. But my next level is, how do I sleep and make money? So that's my next level of to hack and untap, and I'm excited. I'm excited to figure that out, work that out, and make that happen. Right. So wherever you are, respect your process and get to the next level. Yeah, but understand what is the next level that you need to know. Yeah, in order to be able to receive the support that wants to come your way in order to create that for yourself.
Wow, it's so inspiring to listen to you, and I definitely also have been going through these questions for myself, because when we met, well, 6.5 years ago, I already told the story. I was basically in a after like my first real, well, difficulty finding a job here in Switzerland. And so the job that I took, the working as a broadcast journalist, that was something that was not really the pay that I was looking for, but it was exciting to do. And so this really ignited my desire and my purpose to work in broadcasting, what I always thought, oh, I'm not good at, so others are much better than me. And look at how crowded the media marketplace is, and so many unhappy people and so forth. And so this is also like the start of a journey for me, for this like mindset basically. And so this is why I was also so open to everybody who had this inspiration and this power to invite this person in, like I did invite you for this interview. And it was certainly so nice, and I also feel so grateful to be, yeah, to be closing these circles again, and to see, wow, okay, it was really working out. So here we are talking again, and see what has been, how we have developed. And I am sure this is the next level for you, is achievable with your mindset, as well as I am right now starting my own business, and say, okay, who would like to work as a broadcaster from home in a high quality way, and reach out for their purpose, for their idea, for their service or product, but just do it in a way that you have a high energy. And so I think the energy is coming back here to me as well.
So fantastic that you have decided to go on this entrepreneur journey. Yes. And that's untapping your next level. And I'm sure that I know that if anyone is wise enough to say yes, because that starts with a yes, right, to you supporting them, that they're going to be able to really learn a lot and achieve a lot through what you have to share. So yeah, if there, I hope there's going to be a lot of people that will jump on board that ship with you, Daniel, and learn all that they need to learn about putting themselves out there, broadcasting, creating cool videos, and all of the other stuff that you help people to do. So
Thanks.
yeah, I'm excited for you and the people that will be jumping on. to your project.
Yeah, and one thing about good live video, I'm always teaching my students, and I'm also starting a new course that is starting soon. So if everybody who listens to this right now is interested, let me know, get in contact, of course. But every important thing about a live video is also to have a call to action. And if you think what you have just listened to right now with Mahima is well sounding good to you, and you think, wow, this is really, I want to know more about it, then I have something for you here. Mahima has on her website a 21-day meditation challenge. And this is what I have just prepared. So I haven't even shown you, Mahima. I hope it's okay. But I think it's such a wonderful initiative that you're doing. And it's an amazing gift, actually. 21 different meditations that you can get here for free every day, 15 minutes, and so for your way to your new mindset 2022. So we just started the new lunar year, so there's a great start for you today. This is the code here, the QR code, or the link that you can use. If you want, if you're seeing this with your cell phone, then you can just make a photo of that QR code and you will be directed to Mahima's site directly. And I will also be sharing the link on the comments just in a few seconds, because I have just prepared this, so I can already share this with you like this. That's the least thing I could do. And yeah, tell me a little bit also, or tell people again, why should they do this 21-day course? What do they? Yeah, why is it so great to do it right now, Mahima?
Okay, so there's been no better time in history than now to go inside and be comfortable with who you are in the world. Yeah. Everything you're looking for in terms of life fulfillment is already inside of you. Most people think, when I just get that car, when I just get that woman, when I just have that baby, when I just get that job, my life's going to be amazing, right? And this is the delusion of the material world of focus, right? This isn't the truth. The truth is that peace happens inside of you. Fulfillment happens inside of you. Joy, confidence, well-being is all one breath away, and it's all about what's going on in your head. How do I know that? Take a look in the world. There are people that have everything and more than everything, and are still miserable, right? So we know for a fact that it's not about fulfilling your external desires, and yet not many of us act upon this. This time in the world has cut off the external, okay? Because we couldn't go running out all the time. It forced us to be with ourselves. And if you found yourself not happy with yourself, like if you found yourself restless, getting sad, depressed, confused, going down because you got cut off from that external, like, hey, always looking for some external factor to fill you up, then jump onto this 21-day meditation challenge so that you can start to access your birthright. Peace is your birthright. Love is your birthright. Feeling empowered in the internal will allow you to create an external reality that is awesome. Yes? Whatever you're trying to achieve externally, get your head right. Get your heart right. Be grounded. Be powerful. Know how to focus. And this is internal work. Of course, you can go, start talking to therapists, popping pills, or you can take, which there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm inviting you to do is to take matters into your own hands, right? Which means Take charge of yourself. And if you're not happy with who you are today, then you decide to change it. And this 21-day meditation challenge, believe it, just 15 minutes a day will be a game changer. Yes, it will allow you to start respecting yourself, listening to yourself, and most important, feeling comfortable with yourself. The relationship with yourself is 24/7. 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. There is no break from relating to yourself. It is the most important relationship you'll ever have in your whole life. Take time to get to know yourself. Take time to love yourself. Take time to empower yourself. And your whole external reality will shift and blow your mind. But it starts with the inner work. This will help you get started.
Woo, Mahima, thank you so much for this empowering statement and also motivation to take our life into our hands and realizing our inner genius, our passion, our purpose, overcome these limiting beliefs and do it together, because we are most of the time, if we are not, like, we need each other to grow. And this is something that you definitely provide. I have just shared the link also in the comments to you, Mahima, on LinkedIn, and also to this 21-day challenge. Yeah, and it can already start in 21 days to make the first step for a long-lasting change. And that's the thing. How do we create long-lasting change? And let me just give you another calculation, because I love to do it. If you start today, from the 2nd of February, we will end on the 22nd of February with the 21-day challenge, more or less. And so we are back again at a great date. And you can then move on from here. And this is what I really would like to encourage you. And I want to thank you, Mahima, for being here today, even if we had a little bit like a technical challenges. But you know what? This is it again. So if you want to do it, you do it. Next time is going to be a much different game. Again, wishing you all the very best for your journey, and being so grateful that I had the chance and the opportunity to catching up with you again after we met. And looking forward to staying in touch, of course, and seeing you soon.
Thank you so much, Daniel, and everyone else who tuned in today, and those of you who are going to be listening to this video after it's live. We appreciate you. We love you. I wish you all the best success. Take care of you, mindset, heart set, yeah? And I tell you, the rest is going to surprise you, right? Make 2022 epic by falling madly, deeply, passionately, as my coach Lisa would say, with you. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Daniel, for having me. It's been amazing catching up with you again. You have to unmute. You have to unmute. We don't hear you anymore. Now. Oh, no. You're still muted.
Oh, okay. So I will say bye-bye, Mahima. So this is an excellent way to say goodbye now. Wishing you all the best. Bye. Thanks.